Ursa does not like playing against Darkseer. That is not a good lane matchup at all. So I'm a little bit worried for LGD for that reason.
PA now
Last
for
pick PA.
DC. Very nice. So is this
Support PA,
position
actually.
4 PA? Yeah.
Need an offlaner that puts a lot of pressure. And let's imagine for a moment that this top lane with the Ursa, I actually think LFY should probably do this, maybe, is that they should just leave the Ursa one-on-one. I don't think Rubik is contributing that much to Ursa's success in the lane anymore. Ursa's doing a good job, actually. He's up to 29 CS, he has his Morbid Mask. He's good to go. Like, he can play the lane alone now. So I would like DDC to start moving away from here. Oh, yep.
We may be in trouble. Able to Phantom Strike away, but Yao on his way in. Misery on the run. Already used the Skewer to make it to the high ground. The Crush actually does connect on the PA. Phantom Strike not going to be off cooldown, and the first blood does come out in favor of Super on the Sniper. Very nice as they dive deep into the Radiant jungle.
DC's teamfight ultimates are starting to come online. Warlock's almost 6 now. Magnus is, as a matter of fact, 6, so you need to be a little careful. A very nice smoke wrap around here from DC will get them the kill on Super Sniper.
Yep. Ursa not going to be able to get there in time, but they might be able to go in onto Wee. The Warlock Golem comes down. It kind of breaks this up a little bit, but Weeha's still in some trouble. He's on the run. Yao will connect with the Crush. No, it's off the mark.
Oh,
the stolen golem from the Rubik, though. This should secure some kind of a kill here. Telekinesis will lock down the PA. It's an RP on 3 plus the golem, but there's no follow-up, and of course it won't be enough to keep his good friend Weeha alive.
It's just flat out gone for DC. There's no way they're going to be able to hold this. They will try to trade for top the best they can. They might actually be successful here with Resolution.
They're going to catch Magnus. They just dive past the tower and catch him off guard. They knew he didn't have RP, so limited ways to get away there. Pretty easy kills. They go back in under the tower. You have like a 15-second window before it expires, but he dumps it. Golem gets killed mid. Meanwhile, up top, Resolution and End going at it. One more from the Ursa will find the kill. That's
now he's ahead, but it's minute 11. Come on.
Oh,
Dude, it's 1 minute late.
Spin from Resolution. Yeah, no way to initiate there on the jug. Breaks the smoke, and they'll stay safe. Maybe looking for a counterplay of their own up top. They might find the Slardar. Wee throws some daggers, uses the Phantom Strike, but now RP from Misery.
Airball.
And blinks away.
They even stole RP.
That is pretty close to worst case scenario. Now they jump back in. Saksa getting low. He drops the rock, but it's not on point. Oh no, they're just going to get a free golem here. That's a little bit of money going the way of the Dire.
And of course, the thing that we probably haven't stated enough is the importance of Empower in this type of game. Like, if the game doesn't... Oh, Rezo will get jumped. He actually wasn't fast enough in the spin. Nice RP, though.
On 2, very nice. They've got the follow-up as Weeha jumps in, brings down the Rubik, brings down the Slardar. Beautifully done. DC get 2 quick picks. They do indeed lose that top tier 1. They get a lot of damage into this tier 2 mid. They still have the Golem, and they could reinitiate Zhao 8. He pops too far forward. Juggernaut getting credit for that one with the Omni Slash. From 2 to 3 as DC strike back and claim this tier 2 tower mid. It's a one and done kind of deal. You know, it's not enough to keep him safe from the PA jumping on him and then all of the follow-up after that, even now considering the force staff on Magnus.
Oh, yeah, Yao's going to get Misery here.
Yep, he catches him, follow-up from End, and my god, it's a lot of damage. But now the Golem, the Fatal Bond's doing a lot of work here. Beautiful catch from the Juggernaut. Omni Slash finds a double kill on the Rubik and Ursa on the back line. It's a 1 for 3. Well worth it to lose the Magnus there as they blow up. Ogre to boot, 4 down, 3 without buyback. This should be at least 1 lane of barracks here, Sind.
If you look at the CS and not just the net worth, where it's obviously apparent that Jugger and PA are now leading, but on the CS chart, oh my god, PA almost just blew up Super there with good pike usage. Just look at the CS values, right? It's like they have 4 heroes well above 100, Reso even above 200, and on the other side you have Slaughter, doesn't farm very well.
Cape can be a popular item, but just realizing how important it is to have positioning tools against Ursa defensively and also offensively to, you know, find the initiations on Sniper. Roche number 3 now underway by LFY, and we'll see the Warlock initiated on, but Misery jumps in, drops an RP. They'll go 1 for 1 as the Slardar falls, but a big back wall from Moon Meander. Is it going to be enough to turn this fight for DC as they continue to pursue? End goes down, and Super in a world of trouble. Resolution just too damn fast. Will chase him down. Nice force staff to the low ground, but there's a Blink Dagger. He finds him. The TP will not be successful, and that's it. LFY call it GG as they fail the 3rd Roche. DC take game number 1. Kinetic Field, that's sort of a lockdown. It's half of one, I suppose. And now Alchemist for DC. A little bit of late game security. Difficult hero to close matches out against. I think this is a really smart choice here. LFY, it'll be End on the Ursa, headed mid in his beautiful Alpine Ursa set. And it's Super on the Razor up top, trying to contest this dual aggro lane. It's a 2v3, DC with the 2 as Resolution gets pushed back. It'll be Xiao 8 that takes the Pugna in a support role. So our predictions for how these lanes will be set up a little bit different. It's now a 3-on-3, Misery in the front lines. Who's going to find the first blood here? Misery getting low. He falls first, but they go 1 for 1 as Super goes down as well. Pudge for Razor. And then once they get hooked, things might open up here for DC just a little bit. Oh, Alk mid. Oh my. The solo kill for the Ursa.
That it's such a big kill. Not just because Alk was having a good start, but look at how much he's losing.
Back up top though, Xiao 8. He gets initiated on Pugna, only level 2, not able to do much. They will bring him down. Razor comes in, finishes off the kill on Rubik, and it's going to go the way of LFY. Pudge does get off the suicide, minimizing their losses here, but Resolution not in the clear yet. Thunder Strike still doing some good damage. One more from the Razor, not quite as he pops the stick. He'll not survive. Very nice.
Oh yeah,
Super.
Gonna die.
He's gonna get turned on. Yeah, Saksa, he gets credit for that one. So in the end, it's not that bad for DC. Razor does die to the Radiant, but I think that still goes the way of LFY again. And just start working the jungle. Misery level 2 on Pudge bumps into Yao. They'll just kind of say hi to each other and go their separate ways. It seems like.
This is where it's important, in my opinion, for LFY to realize that this top lane's fine. Just leave the Razor alone. And they're doing exactly that. They're going to move away the Disruptor and the Pugna. Because what you want to do now is you want to pressure on Nice. They're going to get the kill here on Misery. Good rotation from Xiao 8. And now they're going to pressure into the Radiant jungle. Because this is how you contest the Alchemist at this point in the game. They made it very clear that Alk is jungling. They're going to run at him and shut down this game. They're going to get Sox as well.
They'll find 2 kills. Yeah, both supports for DC get picked off. Very nice rotations. Boots of travel on Razors. Are phase boots coming back?
I think it's really good in these kind of games where you were expecting to try. He's going to get lifted top, though. Very nice.
He's all alone
here from DC. He's
dead. A freebie.
Yeah, nice kill.
Much needed.
Something I really enjoy when watching DC when they're playing their best is how quick they are at adapting to the situations in the game. And they just showed it again there.
Yeah, maybe in trouble. Moon Meander now rotates in. It's a level 5 Timbersaw. They'll go for the kill on Xiao 8, then he tries the TP out. Will not happen, and they pick up 2 around the map. Misery has an option here. This is a Radiant ward, so DDC doesn't know quite where he is. Could maybe blind hook him. Oh, he's so close. You'd think you'd be able to smell Pudge if you were really that close to him, but not quite.
Now Misery's actually in trouble. Gonna get glimpsed here.
Maybe coming out. Glimpse. DDC can't get in range. It's such a dinky little range there indeed. Moon Meander on the run, still does not have Timber Chain, gets glimpsed back, turns to about face the other way, drops the Chakram, Kinetic Field, and now he's going to start taking some damage. End will get in range, drop some right clicks, and Super gets credit for that kill. 1-0, LFY get another. Creating these distractions.
Now they smoked again themselves. This Ursa could be in trouble here.
Here we go. Hook.
Nice hook.
Connects on the end. Remember, there's no Dismember, but it doesn't matter. They've got an Omni Slash. That'll bring him down. Meanwhile, on the other side, they go in onto the Alchemist. He does have Chemical Rage as well as the Armlet, and he will live.
So that this is not a bad gold graph to have against an Alchemist minute 14. The gold is even. That means you're doing pretty well.
That's true. Here we go. Initiation right onto the Pudge. Sand King starts it off. Now the follow-up from Ursa as he comes in. They'll kill Misery first. Follow-up target looking for the Timbersaw, but he does chain away. Glimpse him back. And they actually lock him down, though. Ursa laying in the right clicks. Moon Meander doing some decent damage, but they've got it. Yao with the Burrow Strike catches him, and we'll finish him off. It's a 2-0. Nice jump from LFY, and they finally get the opening they were looking for.
Razor actually doesn't mind either. Both of them have built-in counters to the Alchemist's strength. So, bottom lane.
Here we go.
A bit too slow there.
Good Blade Fury.
Opportunity.
Glimpse back now. No, it's Misery that gets a glimpse. Stolen stun. Sand King gets a taste of his own medicine as he's locked down. Now he stuns the other way on 2. They will bring down the Pudge first. Misery forced the Timber Chain out. They can't quite get the Sand King as he blinks away. Saksa, 50 HP as he makes it out. DDC can't get in range to finish him off as he burrow strikes into the trees. TP home. He will live. It's a 1-for-2. The Alchemist died in the fray also.
Yeah, this was
on the
actually
other side of the map. Oh, wow.
Exactly. There were 2 fights going on at once. I was keeping half an eye on it. So what happened was Pugna did get the top tower, And Alchemist got... Oh, wait, we're not done yet. He's
Yep,
going to
down
go in with
bottom.
Omni Slasher. Oh,
Omni
big damage.
Gets DDC. Super's on the run, but a nice stun from Yao on 2. Timber saw on Resolution getting low. Now Andy comes back in. Timber chain away. Resolution in big trouble. The Chakram slowing down the bear, but is it going to be enough? He does have his face boots. Defensive hook from Misery. Keeps his buddy alive. You get the kill on the Disruptor. Nice little pickup there for DC to round out that fight. But
actually, a while ago by DC, did get more counter on the high ground. They're getting a lot of information right now about LFY's movements. And they're going to take advantage of it. No, they're not.
Almost find Xiao
And
Wei
Xiao Wei
there.
saw the hook. This is big info for LFY as well. Now, the
They
jig is
still
up.
find the Disruptor. Saxa goes in. DDC gets off the Static Storm kinetic field. Now the counter initiation. DC in a lot of trouble as they lose Rezo as well as Misery. Weeha still on the high ground. He's going to try to make it away as Yao looking to chase him down. Does have the Burrow Strike. Blink Dagger up. He connects. Unstable Concoction on the way. Does find a stun on 2. Big damage now coming from the Alchemist. He kills the Ursa. He will still go down. Compliments of the Plasma Field. And now the glimpse on the Saxa. DC will get cleaned up, but they do find the big kill before going down. It still hurts. That's a brutal fight.
Fairly unlikely kill here. They have Glimpse, so if he sticks around, he's actually being semi-greedy here. He's actually dead, I think.
Oh,
Stuck around way too long.
Yao. Burrow strikes in, takes a lot of damage. Actually almost dies in turn, but knows his limits. Now the glimpse back, but Moon might still be able to make it away. Timber chain to a close tree. Perhaps not.
That's a negative.
Super with the Plasma Field. They'll lock him down and bring him down. Okay, I was about to say kind of peculiar they didn't go for Roche, where Timbersaw is kind of a hard hero to lock down, but Moon Meander hands it to him. This could be a lot worse.
Disruptor is fishing here. He's
Also,
if he finds Alk, this is big.
behind the tree line, he goes in onto Ursa. That'll be the end of the Aegis straight away. Hook falls short from Misery on the back line. DDC getting low, as now the Aegis will bring him back up. Weehop pops the Manta style, gets outside of the kinetic field, but now disarmed. He crept. Maybe in some trouble. His teammate's still nearby. Yao follows up, but it's not nearly enough damage with the ultimate. Weeha gets stunned, and Razor with the right clicks maybe can bring him down, but this Alk is damn tanky. They'll finish him off, but it's a big cost. Their whole team getting cleaned up. Hook from Misery does connect, and it's 5 down on the side of LFY just to kill that Alchemist. I can't believe Weeha survived so long, Sind. Exactly right. Catches this rotation from LFY. And we'll see. They could still maybe take a fight. DC, who's going to get jumped? It's Moon Meander that starts it off. Forces the BKB from Super as they start to disengage, but Yao, he catches Wee. Channels up the stun, drops it onto the Sand King. Super still with the BKB on. Omni Slash, the D-Crap mitigates a lot of the damage, keeps Yao alive, but it just delays the inevitable. Now Saxa in deep. Razor at about half HP, drops the Plasma Field. It's enough to bring Saxa low for the kill. Resolution just trying to stay alive here. It's one of these long, drawn-out fights. We on the backside now ready to rejoin. Resolution TP's home. DDC will not be able to stand the heat. He gets Glimmer Caped, and maybe it'll be just enough to keep him alive. Nice hook from Misery. Isolates the Ursa. DDC actually does live. A value Glimmer Cape there as he Urn charges up and tries to TP home. Meanwhile, on the other side, Timbersaw chasing him down deep into the tower. At the end, it is a 2-for-2 advantage going the way of LFY. LFY will just back out now.
I actually think the ideas that LFY have are right. I think going for that fight that they did in the Radiant Jungle was a good choice. They just didn't execute it well enough. But they're not scared. Oh, that is
he gets caught. Not the way to start this fight. Xiao 8, he gets pulled up, and yeah, that'll be the end of the Pugna. No buyback on him. In comes Wee. He has the stun, gets it off. It ends up being a double for Misery. Ouch. See in a very comfortable position. Roche has respawned. A focal point of this match, as we'll see. Another rotation out. LFY, they catch one. Hook not going to be there to save Resolution. Now it's a 4v5. DC on the back foot. They could still potentially take a fight here, though, if they can catch this right. Super getting slowed down. Misery gets left behind. 4 stack down. Will not be enough to save him. It's a 2-for-0.
And a Roche.
It should be Roche, yeah.
Really bad mono regen, though. But still, he incasted a lot of times.
Yeah. And once he gets Guardians, that'll help a little bit. Mecha, another big mana cost item he's hanging on to. Here we go. Set up onto Razor. Will there actually be follow-up, though? Doesn't look like it. Super just turns and gets aggressive. Meanwhile, on the other side, now the real fight breaks out. BKB popped by the Ursa. Alchemist getting initiated on, but they'll bring down the Disruptor straight away, and Alk will not live. Misery tries to bring him to the low ground, but it won't happen, and now Punch.
Nice.
Get off a suicide. That's pretty nice. It's minor, but it is something. DC trading 2-for-1 as Moon Meander now tries to make it out. And this is going to be tough. He does not have a TP. He does have the gem, but long-range stun from Yao. He's got Naganims. And they will find that kill. Omni Slash from Jug, bouncing all around. But Resolution, maybe biting off more than he could chew here. Tries to spin again, does not have a TP. Stoxa in deep alongside. He'll get decrept. And Jug will get stunned up by Yao and locked down. It is a full 5-man wipe. LFY trading just their position 5 disruptor for the entire team of Digital Chaos. My God.
To have those two. So yeah, they're going to go for the Pudge. I could definitely see it on Rubik too. The only issue is the only very good steals are Burrow Strike and the...
Here we go.
Oh,
they
not
find
again.
Weehaw.
Nice hook though.
Offensive hook. Soxa will still die first, most likely. Omni Slash goes off of Chow 8, but he'll break up some of the damage. They'll still go 1 for 1. Pugna dies. It's another one of these spread out fights. Weehaw going in on the DDC will finish him off, but now on the bottom, they catch the Juggernaut. Resolution getting low. Yao pops the epicenter and does find the kill. Now back on the other side, it's Ursa versus Alchemist. BKB popped by the Ursa. He will at least scare back the Alch for now. Moon Meander stunned up again by Yao on the other side. It's a 2 for 3 and soon to be 2 for 4. It looks like Moon getting low, but he actually does a lot of return damage. They can't quite bring him down. We looking to reinitiate the fight. They will rendezvous, and then he backs out.
Ooh.
Timber Saw, he gets interrupted. Nice stun from Yao, and that will secure it as End blinks forward and gets the bash.
Oh wow, click on that dire ward in the middle of the jungle there. Let's see, trying for the wraparound here.
It's sneaky.
Yep, oh, okay, well, not anymore.
They pull the plug. They TP home, but it's an interesting idea.
But they're not getting the chance.
Hook.
Oh, good
Whoa,
hook.
It grabs DDC, but instant static storm comes out. Now the real fight begins. Lotus Orb put on top of Super. Misery getting low. DDC does survive through it. They go 1-0. Misery, the only one dead. Tier 3 tower also fell. Barracks take a little bit of chip damage. Super does have an Aghanims now, so pushing gets a lot easier for LFY. Razor just needs to stand nearby. Yao with a long-range stun connects on Rubik. Omni Slash jumping around. It's Lotus. Oh my. That is so weird looking. Yao still gets pushed into a weird situation, and he might live. Glimmer Cape actually keeps him alive. We BKB on, trying to chase out. They get the 1 kill on Pugna. Now N trying to get in the right clicks, but we looking pretty strong in the front lines here. Super trying to isolate the Timber, but they're going blow for blow. Weehaw's not going to win this duel. He dies to the epicenter from Yao. Moon Meander gets the counter kill that way. It's still looking okay for DC. 3 dead on the side of the Dire. Now Super gets left behind. Resolution joining the party, getting off the right click. Soxa will pay with his life, but it keeps the Razor around. They go 3 for 4. No buybacks used. Barracks in the mid lane do stay standing. They lost 1, but they hold the melee.
That's
just that shorter
decent
cooldown and cast range. You know, it allows Rubik to sit back in the fights, helps his positioning. I just feel like the cast range is one of the biggest luxury benefits.
Here we go.
On
they
the
got
top
eyes
side,
on Rubik.
Initiation onto Stoxa. Defensive hook pulls him back. He'll be fine. No BKBs
Super
used.
with the refresher. He's so strong right now.
Soxa again. All right, he pops the BKB for that. Maybe they get another one here. Misery also left behind. Yeah, that'll be an easy kill on the Pudge. Okay. I thought, you know, maybe just Rubik for a BKB. That could be worth it, but...
he needs 20 seconds on the second Eye of the Storm here, but they're still definitely going to press their advantage. This melee will maybe not even fall before the supports respawn.
Oh my god,
no
backdoor protection.
No glyph. They should still get it. 15 seconds. This is definitely enough.
Okay. Oh, it's a little bit close. The backdoor protection at least makes it interesting. Wait, what?
Oh.
Jesus. Super stunned up by a concoction. They do give it to the Timber Saw.
That's a good point, actually. That's something we haven't really kept much of an eye on, the status on the diffusals. 8 on the Jug and 1 on the Ursa. Can start playing a role. Oh.
They see Misery. They find the stun to start it off, but they disengage. Razor goes up to the high ground, but the Omni Slash in the backline doing so much here. It brings down the Disruptor first. Juggernaut still going forward. Where are his teammates, though? Razor gets the kill on Pudge in the backline. Another one of these fights where it's cores versus supports. Resolution on the run. Alchemist trying to focus on Super here, but he won't be able to keep his Juggernaut alive. This is a whiff team fight for DC. They've lost most of their cores. Rubik gets left behind. He'll be killed next. All this for a Disruptor. It seemed like a really good Omni Slash at first, but it broke up this fight into all of these little 1v1s, and then DC just couldn't handle it. Both teams dropping the scans, both teams missing. Okay. The about face now. Here we go. Oh, Juggernaut, he gets caught first. Resolution pops the BKB, but he gets stunned. He'll be brought down first. He does have a buyback. It's not over yet, but now the rest of DC trying to retreat. Super makes it to the high ground. Follow-up stun from Yao. They're dropping like flies as now they lose Moon Meander. Wee pops the BKB. He's on the run. This will be a tough one. He TPs out. They've got no way to interrupt
TP.
it.
Clutch.
Yep, Abyssal Blade still on cooldown there. Shows how pretty convincingly this game is in their favor. I mean, they're going for the win.
They're going to go
off
tier 4.
this.
They'll force the buybacks here.
Yeah.
Good hook.
Oh, they might be able to find Chao 8. Force staff back. Another force staff back.
Another
Glimmer Cave. He will not live. This could actually be okay for Radiant. Omni Slash bouncing all around. Timbersaw brings down the Pugna as well as the Disruptor. They've already gotten the Sand King. And now it's a fourth one. Ursa falls. A godlike streak goes the way of Moon Meander.
That's with buyback gold, though. Actually keep the status quo where LFY as the leading team are kind of cornered in their base. And that means that one misstep can lead to the end of the game, and it looks like it could be happening right now. They're going on the Pugna top for now.
Yeah, Chao 8 maybe
nice
in trouble, but force stabs coming out. Now the stun on the Pudge. Remember, he's got the cheese. He's also holding on to the gem. Now Super taking a lot of damage as Resolution jumps in. The Omni Slash to reset. Yao, the first casualty of this fight. Instant buyback on him. Resolution maybe in too deep, but Weehaw still with a lot of HP. LFY just taking more damage than they can handle in this. Moon, he gets stunned up. That'll be the end of the Aegis. DC could still try and reinitiate here, and now they do. They jump in. Yao, remember, he's fresh off a buyback. It's a dieback. Zhao Wei can't heal him in time. Super low on HP. Hook not on the money. Does catch the illusion instead. Now the Glyph. It's a 4v5. Sand King cannot buy back for 100 seconds. Come back, rather. Now the barracks under siege. Zhao 8 trying to slowly whittle down Weehaw, but at this point the life drain just tickles. That's one lane of barracks. Does DC stay for more? Now as both sides are still reasonably healthy, just trying to buy time for the Sand King. He's up in about 20. LFY hanging on pretty well. Remember, still no buyback on the Ursa. He has to play so conservative here. Positioning from DC, they're keeping this Alchemist in the front line, just trying to spam out the hook. Misery, though, now having mana issues, wants to save the cheese for HP regen. It looks like they will just back out with the Sand King respawn looming. LFY coming out of the base, though. Super, why did he go out so far? Force Staff does not make it to the high ground. The Omni Slash shuts him down. Pugna and Razor both fall. They do both have buybacks, but 2 more kills, getting DC 1 step closer to a victory. Stun on 2, both buybacks used. Weehaw pops the BKB, they turn the other way. The Epicenter does next to nothing. Misery getting low, but he survives, compliments the Glimmer Cape. He will make it out. Now Ursa getting low, Force Staff, double Force Staff. They get the counter kill on Moon Meander. Super with the BKB on, comes far out of the base. They are running low on buybacks. LFY cannot die here, or this game could end. But now they're doing the big damage. They're going to turn it and kill the Alchemist. They still have a chance.
Someone's winning this game, Andrew.
Timbersaw does not have buyback here. Saksa does not make it out. But
now buybacks now.
Ready to be used by DC. Yeah, he's already bought back.
Decider here. He pops it and they get racks because he's killing it with Eye of the Storm.
It's a buff. That's anything that you can buff and then steal something else and still use it, I think is not so bad on Rubik. There's certainly worse things to steal. But we'll see. Glyph available here for the Dire. Slow and steady. Resolution taking a fair bit of damage. Super pops the BKB and actually charges out of the base.
That
very
is not
aggressive
happening.
play.
They need to be very careful not to get
falls
hooked
short,
right now.
but yeah, if they just jump on this Razor, this could be bad. Hook onto Yao. Oh no! They catch the Sand King. Now stun the other way. Razor comes in, pops the refresher. He's gonna pop that second ult soon. I think BKB starting to stack up. Misery will get finished off, but now N pops the BKB. He's getting low. Epicenter bringing Wee ever so low. They kill the Alchemist. They also killed the Sand King though, and now Super, he's getting pretty low. This Pugna up on the high ground, he gets stunned, he can't keep life draining, but he does, he breaks down Saksa. Zhao 8 just the king of the mountain right now as he does stay alive, but Super does finally fall. They knock down Zhao 8, Resolution blinks forward, buyback now from the Rubik. Oh, this life drain, it's really starting to hurt at this stage. He's up on the high ground again. DDC almost dies. Moon Meander can't find him. He doesn't have the detection. They bring down the Pudge. The Juggernaut getting low, but Moon Meander finds the kill on the Pugna. It is a bloodbath to the extreme, but I think LFY are the ones in a lot of trouble. The buybacks come from DC. They use all 3 of them. A nice glimpse back from the Disruptor, but they are out of resources to hold the barracks, and I think DC might have just done it here, Sin.
They're re-engaging. We'll go for the racks. Question is if they can get the 3rd lane. This is still really expensive for them, actually. They've committed a lot. It does look like they will be successful in getting Megas here. Healing Ward is destroyed.
Yeah, still 70 seconds before
20
Razor
seconds
or
Sand King. He's the
up.
big one. And can actually win this fight if they have the Sand King stuns.
Moon Meander
Good
just
hook.
trying to box him out. They get the barracks. Now in the front line, Misery gets jumped on by the Ursa. They'll find the kill there, but I think it's too little too late. The Megas do go down. Razor gets his buyback.
This
He
game is
uses
not
it.
over at all yet.
They kill the Ursa. Now
Actually.
he has to buy back. Moon Meander on his way out.
Oh, whoa, what happened? Oh,
Is that a glimpse? I don't know. That was weird. He pops his BKB, goes for the TP.
he
It's
gets the
going to be
bash, he got
close,
it.
but he gets bashed. Okay. So LFY, as you said, it's Megas, but they kind of hold on. They have to use a few buybacks themselves, Razor and Ursa.
There is a Roche if they want it. They know that Pudge is dead for a minute, but the other heroes will be up. The question is, how well did they keep track?
That's a Rapier.
Rapier for Ursa. Just like any sort of good start like that where they get ahead in the fight makes a big difference. And their own Sand King is 300 gold from buyback. If they get like a tier 4 and 1 kill or something like that, Yao could find himself a second life here.
Here we go. We in the front lines. He needs to be careful. He does have the buyback, but you don't want to burn it straight away. He gets off the BKB, but he's just taking too much damage. He goes down. Resolution now pops his BKB, joins the fray as Moon Meander charges forward, BKB on as well. Buyback now from the Alchemist. They do lose the tier 4 tower. Moon Meander about to lose his BKB, but the double Chakrams doing a fair bit of damage here as Weehaw finds a stun on one. Static Storm Kinetic Field. Can they get in to close the gap? Yao pops the epicenter. Weehaw could die back here. He's getting low, but he does get hooked. Maybe they just focus on the throne. Still a glyph. This is getting scary for LFY. BKB popped by Super. They're starting to focus the throne, but DC seem to have the reinforcements to handle this. They're trading kills now, but they lose Ursa. They lose Razor. Moon Meander just barely goes down, but the creeps, they kill the throne back at the Dire, and DC managed to do it. What a ridiculous finish. 71 minutes in. Digital Chaos do find the win.